Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 midday. Right now, you're taking a look at what I'm going to call a cloud clinic. There's so many different types of clouds here coming from this view from the People's Bank off of Biddle Road. You can see some cirrus clouds right here. You can see condensation trails from some plains, and you can also see some low-lying stratus clouds. That's from some fog from earlier this morning. Visibility right now, though, in Medford, a perfect 10 out of 10. So think about this image and think about the image we saw earlier from Grants Pass. That's what we're going to have to deal with over the course of the weekend. Some of our areas within the valleys will have some thick fog that'll lift up a stratus, and the stratus will stay there the entire day. And some portions of our inland valleys won't see any cloud cover at all. So it's just going to be one of those things. It's tricky business forecasting all that. So just keep that in mind for this weekend. Mild temperatures right now, 30s on the east side, 30s and 40s in the Rogue and Shasta valleys. And we're already into the mid 50s there along the coast. This air stagnation advisory, it's been extended for Siskiyou County. And I want to clarify something I said on Newswatch 12 this morning. I said that these are issued by the Oregon DEQ. That's why Siskiyou County wasn't included. Well, this is me with egg on my face. I'm going to eat some crow right now because the Oregon DEQ does not issue these. They do for air quality alerts during the summer with smoke, but they don't for air stagnation advisories. This is issued by the National Weather Service in Medford. So now that we got that out of the way, what this means is that the air, of course, would stagnate, as the name of the advisory would imply, but pollutants are more likely to accumulate within the valleys. So try to limit outdoor burning. That's how you can help alleviate this situation. You don't want to put more pollutants into the air that would potentially reduce air quality. For today, we've already seen the clouds breaking up in the Rogue Valley. That'll continue throughout the course of the afternoon, especially in southern portions of the Rogue Valley. Then as we head into tonight, again, more temperatures that are above the average for this time of the year, and fog will return to the valley. So for today, along the coast, that's where the clouds are going to hang the toughest, but still very pleasant conditions. Bright conditions will be in the 50s. Down in Siskiyou County, also very bright and blue conditions, but much brighter and much bluer than along the coast. It will be in the 40s and 50s. Over on the east side, also seeing the same amount of sunshine that Siskiyou County will see. Temperatures will also be in the 40s and 50s. Up in the mountains, I can't get over this. The high temperature for Crater Lake, 40 degrees. That'll feel very nice. Definitely get out to the national park if you were planning on doing so. And then for the Rogue Valley, very pleasant conditions, especially in southern portions of the Rogue Valley where we're not seeing nearly as much fog as we're seeing up in Grants Pass. Fog will return to the valleys overnight, especially within the Rogue Valley, but I wouldn't be surprised if it returns to the east side and down to the Shasta Valley as well. Rain chances over the next 7 days aren't going to help out our stagnant situation as they are staying rock bottom until we get to Wednesday and into Thursday. That's when we finally have some rain to talk about. Here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. Very pleasant conditions over the weekend. Sunny conditions. We're not going to have to deal with reduced air quality there. That'll mainly be a valleys issue. And the next chance for rain, like I just showed you on the graphic right before this one, comes on Wednesday and Thursday. Then for Siskiyou County, a different situation from the coast. We will deal with stagnated air, and also it doesn't really look like that rain chance is going to trickle down to Siskiyou County, at least down to the Shasta Valley as we head into Wednesday and into Thursday. Similar weather on the east side, and of course this is terrible news. I always have to say this when we get to this portion of the 7-day, but it's worth so many iterations. The east side is still in an exceptional drought, even though we had improvements on that last drought update. So no rain for 7 days in the midst of wet season. Not good, to say the least. Then for the mountains, also, we're just going to see that rain chance for Wednesday and Thursday, similar to the coast. But until then, very beautiful conditions, to be honest. We're not going to deal with stagnated air within the mountains. Once again, that'll be a valley issue, just like in the Rogue Valley. We have that air stagnation advisory. That goes until 12 p.m. Monday. So depending on whether or not you get under that layer of stratus clouds, it could be a very nice and blue weekend, or it could be a gray weekend.
And Josh, I noticed this morning when I left to go on my break that we had honestly some pretty good fog here in the Rogue Valley. It was cold fog as well, kind of bit you when you walked outside, and then all of a sudden it was just gone. Is that something that we're going to see throughout the weekend in the Rogue Valley?
Yeah, it's really tough. Models are still, they're a work in progress. It's an ever-evolving science. So they have a really tough time picking up on when the fog lifts and dissipates and when it reforms into the valley. So it's really hard. So I hate to say on camera, I don't know. So that's not technically what I'm saying, but it's a very chaotic and dynamic thing. So some of us, like for example in Grants Pass today, we'll be under that dome of gray skies, and some of us, the fog will be a little bit more prone to break apart, so we'll see blue skies like today. It depends on location.
Okay, so something that people should at least kind of keep in the back of their mind if they're heading out early in the morning.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, I should be a meteorologist. Thanks, Josh.
Of course.